Hey guys, John here. Gonna do a quick little story time. So, this is my friend Carlos, and I have a story about Carlos. Carlos wasn't always a stuffed nylon chicken. When I was stationed in Hawaii, there was a changeover between officers. The old officer went up to the North Shore and grabbed the biggest, fattest, ugliest, meanest chicken he could. A male, so a cock, whatever, right? Puts it in his office, the last day that his office is technically his. So the new guy comes in, the first day that it's actually his office. Swings the door open, he hits the chicken loses its mind. What do I do with this chicken? Shoos him out of his office. Now he's loose in the building. So this building, for detail's sake, is an L. There's two wings to this building. In the center, it's open. It's a breezeway. So it's got a roof, no walls, just pillars. And then it's two hallways, left and right, with offices on both sides of the hallways. Also pretty open, but not outdoors. It's actually got a roof and whatever. Moving on. So this chicken, Carlos, is loose in the area. He's hanging out outside the building, underneath windows, on top of cars, under cars, marching up and down the hallways, cawing at people and fighting duties and whatnot. What a character, right? He's around for like 2 years. And everyone knows him. Carlos. The full bird chicken. Because he was so fat and so mangy. You've seen chickens. You've seen fat, plump body with skinny little legs, but they're supposed to be, whatever, scaly skin. Oh, he had feathers on his legs. Nasty, mangy feathers. Messed up talons and claws, and he was just an ugly chicken. And he was mean. He would sit right next to the entranceway to that building by the breezeway. And it was a very popular building. It had a lot of moving people in and out constantly, and he would sit right there. And if you looked at him when you walked by, you're getting hit. Whatever. So almost 2 years passes by, and the whole time, we're feeding him. Oh look, there's Carlos. He's yelling at people. He used to march up and down the it's not the highway, the hallway of that building where the commander, the senior staff were, and just caw. And the senior staff would poke their head out and, someone get Carlos out of here, right? Shoo him away, bring him some other food, put him somewhere else, whatever. After a while, they actually recognized him. We had a formation for him. Someone carried him into formation, like a chicken, a cock, carried this bird in formation. They acknowledged him, promoted him to private, made him a Marine mascot, whatever. It was not a huge deal, but it was a big deal. They finally recognized him. So, only a couple weeks after that, in the great spirit that is Carlos himself, there was a dog loose on base, and he's sitting in his spot. This dog rolls up like, hey, what's this? And of course, Carlos attacks the dog. And of course, the dog won. A tragedy amongst the unit, right? So, not around the same time, actually a couple weeks before the happening, I got this. And I was like, well, that's cool. You know, I ordered a belt from the company that makes them, and whatever else. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. It's a little mascot. It's got some patch spots on it. It's a chicken. It's cool. Whatever else. After we lost Carlos, I was like, that's it. Carlos 2.0, the mascot, the voodoo doll that is, right? And now this silly little stuffed chicken comes with me everywhere. He's my travel buddy. I take him on hikes and trips and vacations and range trips, competitions, everywhere. Super easy to take along. You just tie him on your belt and he sits, and then people are like, wow, what's that? Whatever, you know. It's a chicken. It's Carlos. I do need to figure out what patches I want to keep on him. I had an American flag on it. I didn't really like it too much, so I took it off. He's been barebacked for a little while, but this is Carlos. You see Carlos in a lot of my airsoft videos, potentially car videos, whatever else. But that's Carlos, and that's the story behind Carlos. I don't plan on ever getting rid of Carlos. Carlos is a big, it's a big deal. It's like a child's safety blanket. He's my safety guy, right? Take him to the range with me, keeps me safe from all the idiots at the range. Take him on trips, flights, whatever else. He's with me. And it reminds me, like, hey, I don't care if that dog is 3 times as big and twice as hungry. I'm gonna go poke at him and see how that goes. I haven't been eaten by a dog yet, but neither has he. Anyways, not the point. That's the story behind Carlos. I know no one asked, but now you know. Updates. This week, I'm going to the range next week. I'm not going to film. Kind of not supposed to film, so I'm not going to film. Carlos will be with me, and I don't really like what we do for qualification anyways. It's a little corny, and there's a lot to worry about as far as getting a good score and maintaining my streak for the qualification level that I've gotten. So I've got to actually put some effort in and focus. Some things have changed for me this year, so I've got to actually pay attention to that. So there's not going to be any videos this week because long days, early mornings, and whatever else, the chaos that is a military function every day for a week. So that's going to be my week. Tomorrow is Saturday, the 13th. Doing some car stuff tomorrow. I might film a car video like I've been saying I was going to do forever, but we'll see. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I gotta clean out my car before I can do a car video because I'm embarrassed at how dirty it is. So that'll happen when that happens. I'm not getting rid of the car anytime soon, so you guys will see it eventually. Sunday I'll be doing airsoft, and I'll push the raw edits again. Raw edits, that's contradictory. The raw footage, because it's easier and I can just put it in that airsoft clips playlist, and that'll be that. That'll be easy. And y'all can fast forward or cut through, not even watch, whatever you want. I don't care. This channel is more for me than it is for you guys, but I'm glad you're here. So that's all I got for you. I'll see you in a couple days. Stay classy.